There are so many cool references and exciting twists in the Assassin's Creed games. Here are just a few connections between the older and newer games I thought were clever and I was so glad to see. 1. The statues of Monteriggioni, Assassin's Creed 2. There are 7 statues in the underground sanctuary of the Auditore Villa, referencing historical assassins in the universe that these games take place. The most iconic statue is that of Altair ibn Lahahad, the protagonist of the first entry in the series. When AC2 came out, this was probably the only figure in the sanctuary fans recognised, with the other 6 statues being historical figures who were secretly behind the downfall of famous and infamous rulers. From left to right you have Quelan Gal, a Mongolian assassin who took down Genghis Khan. Then you have Darius, the Persian assassin who killed Xerxes, the Persian emperor. Next is Wei Yu, who defeated Chinese Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Then is Amenet, the Egyptian, who is said to have killed Cleopatra with a serpent. Second last is Iltani, the Babylonian woman who poisoned Alexander the Great. And finally is Leonius, the Roman who ended the tyranny of Emperor Caligula. So far, as of 2021, only 2 of those figures have appeared in the newer games of the franchise, namely Darius and Amenet. Darius appears in AC Odyssey, and true to the description of the statue, he is the man who assassinated the Persian Emperor Xerxes, with one of the earliest appearances of the Hidden Blade.
Yet for all their power, they couldn't protect you. Not from me.
Amenet, you may not realize, is Aya, who was the wife of Bayek of Siwa, protagonist of AC Origins. Despite what the statue may say, she didn't use a serpent to poison Cleopatra. However, in a similar manner, she gave a vial of poison to Cleopatra for her to take to commit suicide, after Octavian Caesar, or Octavian Augustus, had defeated her partner Marcus Antonius. 2. Charon, the ferryman of the underworld. This is a quick one. Replaying Revelation's Lost Archives, I noticed in the final level, before Clay ascends the tower, there is very much an implication of you, being Clay, or what is left of his mind, facing mortal or immortal doom. In this virtual program deep within the dark room of the Animus, you can see and hear the screams of agony and anguish, representing the souls passing along the river Styx in the underworld, with Charon or Charon dressed like the Grim Reaper, ready to take you across the waters of hell. We do get to meet Charon in Odyssey's Fate of Atlantis Part 2. However, it is, you could say, a much lighter tone than the hellish mood in Clay's virtual mind in AC Revelations.
You hear that, everyone? My assistant will find the coin thief.
3. The recurrence of Juno and Minerva. The newer games have given us a lot of information on the previously haunting and mysterious First Civilization, also known as the ones who came before. Some of this information, however, is still hidden under a cloak of deception. For example, in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we experience as Ivor a drug-induced trip down memory lane, far, far down memory lane, thousands and thousands of years, you might even say. To Ivor, it is just a dream, some metaphor or prediction of what they will experience. But we, knowing what we already know about the Isu, the ones who came before, we may understand the full picture. Ragnarok and the end of Asgard is actually the Toba catastrophe, 75,000 BCE, and the end of the first civilization. their advanced technology cannot fully save them. They search for many solutions, and they find one: to upload their DNA and memories into human vessels, so that they may be reborn as sages, reincarnations of their old selves. Unveiling the deception also tells us that these strange blue-skinned snow elves are none other than the Mediterranean Isu. Hirokin is actually Juno. Angrboda is Alethea, who was introduced in the Layla games, and who is the wife of Loki. Jupiter, or Tinia, is masked in this dream as the giant Sutunga, and most importantly, Gunnlaugur is, in this Nordic dream world, actually the Isu called Minerva or Mera. When Gunnlaugur speaks to the prophet, she speaks just as Tinia spoke to Desmond.
Are you there, prophet? Can you hear me?
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me?
The most exciting part of all this is hearing the voice of none other than Ezio himself. They used a different voice actor, not Roger Craig Smith unfortunately, but he sounds very close. The Italian voice actor is different too, but I will show both here as well.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Chi sei?
Tu chi sei?
Thanks for watching. Please like if you enjoyed and leave a comment if you have any suggestions for what I should make next. See you later. Insieme per la vittoria.